situation. Did you have any feedback from the Iraqi actors?
She's asking about the Iraqi actors playing, obviously with the Americans, pretending to occupy their city and country in the theatrical rendition. Well, I spoke a bit to Sahil, the gentleman at the end, and for him, he was grateful. He never imagined he would ever act again. He was a refugee. He was displaced, and so he was, the opportunity to kind of work in his medium and his craft, and whether he was bitter or angry, certainly didn't display it to me.
I'll just leave you with a funny story about that, because I think it's an interesting question. And actually, Sahil, I think he was really happy for the work, basically. But otherwise he would have been washing dishes or something. But there were the two guys. There's a very quick thing that played kind of prisoners of war in the desert sequence, and they get shot. They have no lines. They just sort of sit there. And I went up to them one day on the set, and I just wanted to talk to them through a translator, kind of trying to figure out what their deal was. And I said, what did you guys do before this? And they said, we were prisoners of the Americans. And I thought there was a translation issue, because I was trying to get their backstory of how they ended up on the movie set. And then he lifts up his shirt and shows me all his scars. They had been prisoners in Iraq. They had been captured and let go, and then found their way down to Jordan. And they were totally, I thought, oh my God, what a weird media moment that they're reenacting this thing, and how traumatizing. They were having a ball, and they were an hour later, I actually have video of this, they were doing this weird Iraqi dance that looks like The Horror with Ray Fiennes, and they were sort of singing, remember that? They were singing and dancing, and so I think they thought it was just like a big goof and kind of fun.
Well, it's been wonderful having you guys. Kathy and Mark, everybody give them